Focused learning target number 2, I can solve radical equations with extraneous solutions. To solve a radical equation with variables on both sides, you need to square each side of the equation. Squaring each side of the equation sometimes produces what we call extraneous solutions, or solutions that are not solutions of the original equation. So it's very important, meaning you must check each solution with the original equation. So let's see an example of this. We have square root x plus 3 is equal to x minus 3, original equation. How do we solve? We square both sides of the equal sign. Right? That gives us x plus 3 on the left side. On the right side, we go ahead and use FOIL, and we get x squared minus 6x plus 9. So we're going to go ahead and move x in the 3 by subtracting x and 3 from both sides of the equal sign, and that gives us x squared minus 7 plus 6. Right? So now what are we going to do? Well, we're going to factor. And so when we factor, we get x minus 1 times the difference of x and 6. So we found our two solutions. It's x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus 6 is equal to 0, and we have x is equal to 1 and 6. From here, we need to check, right? And how do we check? We plug back into our original equation a 1 and see if the equation holds. And then we plug a 6 into x into the equation and see if the equation holds. We're doing that here and there. And you could see for x is equal to 1, the equation does not hold, and so x is equal to 1 is not an answer. But when we substitute x is equal to 6, the equation does hold, so we have x is equal to 6 is the only solution that we found by using this method. So let's go ahead and try with this problem here. So what are we going to do? We're going to start by squaring both sides, and we get t plus 5 is equal to t plus 3 squared. We'll work out t plus 3 squared by using FOIL method, and we'll get t plus 5 is equal to t squared plus 6t plus 9. We're going to move our minus t, subtract t from both sides, subtract 5 from both sides, t, and then subtract 5 from both sides, and we'll get 0 is equal to t squared plus 5t plus 4. Right? And so we're going to go ahead and factor this. And so what do we get when we factor? Well, we need x method, right? So a times c, so 4 up at the top, and then we have b at the bottom. And so it needs to multiply to 4 and add to 5. So 2 factors. So that's 4 and 5, 4 and 1, right? So positive 4 and positive 1 are our factors. So we're going to have t plus 4 and t plus 1 as our 2 factors, and you can go ahead and FOIL that out and double check that that actually works. And that's going to allow us to set t plus 4 equal to 0 and t plus 1 equal to 0. So t plus 4 is equal to 0, and then t plus 1 is equal to 0. So t is going to equal to negative 4 if we subtract 4 from both sides, and t is going to equal to negative 1 if we subtract 1 from both sides. Now we need to check, right? So let's go ahead and check our negative 1. So we have negative 4. Negative 4 plus 5 is equal to negative 4 plus 3. What do we get here? Square root of 1 is equal to negative 1. We get 1 is equal to negative 1. Not true. Not true. So negative t is equal to negative 4 is not a solution. Let's use negative 1. Square root negative 1 plus 5 is equal to negative 1 plus 3. And we get square root of 4 is equal to 2. We get 2 is equal to 2. Yes. So t is equal to negative 1 is our only solution, because when we checked, the equation did not hold for t is equal to negative 4, but it did hold for t is equal to negative 1. This is our solution.